Let's make it a good day.
Today on The Jason Show, Pamela Anderson is opening up about all the triumphs and tragedies of her life in a brand new book. And only our buddy Howard Stern can get her to spill even more secrets. Then, a huge honor for an amazing chef. Yia Vang is back with us with a preview of his new project. And like I said, we are celebrating some great news for him. And wait till you see what music and movies are turning 30 this year. The Jason Show starts right now. Here we go.
Let's make it a good day. We do it our own way. Let's make it a good day. Oh, no matter what they say. Oh, yeah.
Good morning, everyone. Happy Thursday. Hello to all of you. Welcome to The Jason Show. I'm Jace. Hello. Welcome to the show. Keep that love going, and please say hello to Kendall.
Hi.
How you doing?
Hi.
Hello, my love.
Good morning.
How you doing?
Good.
Happy Thursday.
Good Thursday crowd.
Good Thursday crowd. We've had good folks all week. They've been loud, they've been happy, they've been into it. I love it.
Even though it's cold,
Even though it's cold. How you doing though?
I'm great. I'm heading out of town in like 2 hours. It's gonna be great.
Yeah.
Sorry.
I gave Kendall a little bit of grief on our
A little?
whatever. Audience, don't laugh at her. Don't laugh at her. I gave Kendall some grief on our pre-show, our Jason Show before the show on Facebook.
Yeah.
Because, and I've said this before, you know, when you have a job like this, and I get it, it comes with the territory. People feel they can say basically anything to you. I mean, like yesterday, we did receive a woman emailed our station, like not just me, but emailed Mim, like the manager, the big one, to tell her that she doesn't like my sweaters.
Oh.
And I thought, okay. I thought that's just a lot of time to invest in my sweaters. Yeah. I don't even care that much. Anyway, so my point in saying that is people will say anything to you. So people like to rib me. They think that I have a lot of vacation time, and I do. I mean, you know, when you're at a company for 20 years, you collect. Anyway. But if you've noticed, this one has been trip after trip after trip, and no one gives you grief. Nobody does.
I'm just curious. When was the last day I had off of work, though? Let me think. It was December.
That doesn't matter. That doesn't matter. No, that doesn't matter. I'm just talking trips.
I worked Christmas Day for this. Yes. I was in Chicago last weekend, but I worked. Are you shaming me because I took a day off this month? Pot kettle.
Yeah, I am actually.
Yeah,
yes. No,
yes.
I'm kidding.
Yeah, whatever.
No, but you are. Now, I'm jokingly giving you some grief, and you're not happy with me today.
No, I'm not at all, because I feel unloved. I feel unwelcome. I feel like I should have just taken this day off too, because when someone makes cake, you should know that, hi, I'm here. I would love to eat a piece of cake.
Okay, so what she's referring to is, yesterday I told you guys, my friend Lori Barghini from Lori and Julia from My Talk 1071 here. Lori taught me everything that I know about Hawaii. She actually arranged our first trip about 10 years ago and made me fall in love with Hawaii. And 10 years ago, she told me about this hotel, a legendary hotel called the Hau'akalani. And in this hotel, they have a legendary coconut cake. And this coconut cake is special because it's like a sponge cake. In the middle, there's coconut pastry cream, and then a homemade whipped cream topping. I have been trying to crack the code of this cake, and I had the disaster. It didn't work. I did it last night because I wanted to get it done. I did it last night, and look at this. Okay, friends, I talked to absolute perfection. I did it, everyone. I did it. Look at that. Now, there it is. There's the cake. I want it to be a little higher. I'll work on that. Baking is an art. It's a science. You got to work on it. But I'm happy with it. And then about right now, you'll see. There's the inside of it. There's a piece of it right now. I got to bring some to my mama. So this morning, as you guys know,
Here it comes. This is why I'm upset.
this is
Go
why
ahead.
Kendall's upset. Coconut is very polarizing. You know what I mean? Not everyone loves coconut. And I knew that Jeff loved coconut. I did not think that you loved coconut. So this morning,
I literally eat everything on this show.
the
like
only
everything.
So I have to admit, I only brought one piece in today. I brought it for the boss. I brought it for the boss, you know? Right there, there's the boss.
Yep.
Because I know where my bread's buttered. I know where right there, you know what I mean?
Yep.
I love you. Buttered bread, right there, yes.
I used to think Eric was your favorite, but I'm going to take that back. Because Eric, did you get a piece of cake? No.
Eric's getting a piece tomorrow, and so will you.
I'm not here tomorrow.
That's not my problem. Let's get started, everybody. It's time for the hot dish. Roll it, Leo. Here we go. Addie will get a piece tomorrow. Eric will get a piece. I'll cut one for Chef Yia Vang. Everyone will get a piece, yeah. Aaron will get a piece.
Oh, Aaron gets a piece
Yeah.
too. Okay, yeah, everybody but me.
First up, Pamela Anderson was on Howard Stern yesterday. Such a good interview. Oh, God, it was a good interview. I wasn't even that big of a fan. Like, I liked her. But anyway, they talked about, remember the sex tape that got leaked early on in Pamela's career? Well, she talked about that, opened up, and was very revealing in her feelings. She's still paying for it in a way. Listen to this.
What you say about it in the documentary and in the book, you're 100% right. It was great for Tommy, this tape, because he's a rock star. He's the drummer in Motley Crue. For me, it really did undermine your career. It did sort of change the perception of who Pamela Anderson was.
Yeah, I guess. I mean, it wasn't a positive thing. It definitely took its toll on the relationship. It took its toll on my career, and people are still capitalizing off that. That was the shocking part. I remember seeing this Pam and Tommy thing on Hulu or some advertisement for it, and I thought, what the hell is this? No one called me. No one asked me. I'm still
calls
alive.
You when
No,
stuff
I said
like
there's doing it. No, nothing to do with me.
Ugh.
Not great. You know, if you're going to do, isn't it weird? People can do, look, she's in the public realm, so, but people can do a whole show about you and they don't even check with you? That's
Right.
odd. I don't like, and that doesn't, like Howard said, Seth Rogen seems like a good guy. That seems a little slimy to me.
Especially when it's about a sex tape. That like,
Or centers on it, yeah.
right, she doesn't get any kind of anything out of it.
Yeah. Pamela's out. The reason she's talking to Howard, and you're going to see her everywhere, is she's promoting a new book and a documentary. But with the book, she revealed that everyone always underestimates her. You know, they always kind of talk down to her. But she proved everyone wrong because she wrote this book herself. She didn't have a ghostwriter or anything. Listen.
Like my book agent that I was introduced to, he sat down with me at the Beverly Hills Hotel and he goes, now, you're going to write a book. You're going to need some help. Let's put a little proposal together and, we'll help you all along the way. And in my, fire's shooting out of my ears. I'm like, yes, okay, let me just give it a shot. And then I just started writing my first memory to my last, and it became this kind of 60-page poem, and I showed it to him, and he goes, okay, well, we'll work on this, and we'll maybe show it. And he called me back, and he said, I've showed this to other people, and I think we might actually use this proposal to show publishers. And I said, okay. Then I met publishers, and they said, okay, well, we're going to think about a ghostwriter and a collaborator. And then one lady was like, I really like your writing style. And I said, I'm only doing this if I can write it myself. And she went, okay, let's give it a shot. But if you can't come through, we'll bring somebody in, or we had a deal that I could walk away and they could walk away. So I worked on it, and it became so close, and I just needed some help shaping it. And they said, all we need is an editor. And so she edited it with me, and I learned how to edit myself. I even had the page on the screen so I could make the track changes myself. I wouldn't even let them do it. But they helped me with the editing. So it was my book.
It is. I don't like that. Don't underestimate people. You know what I mean? If she said she could do it, the woman's been in the business, no matter what you think of her, the woman's been in the business since the late 80s. She knows what she's doing. And then that led Howard to ask her a question, sort of like, do people often do that? She was, yeah. She was, people come up to me and do the baby talk. Hi, Pamela. Could you, she's a grown Earth woman. You know what I mean?
Right.
She was so great, so revealing, so open. She talked about how Baywatch, listen to this, she gets no money from Baywatch. collectively,
No residuals?
little. The residuals for a year of episodes, she gets a check for $1,000.
What?
Now what? Now look, $1,000 is a lot of money, but y'all know what I mean. The
For a
cast
whole
of
year.
Friends, you know, they clean their face with $1,000 bill. You know what I mean? Yeah. Her book is coming out next week alongside a Netflix documentary, like I said, called Pamela, a love story. You can see the parts of the interview on Howard Stern's YouTube channel. Next in the dish. Love you, Pamela. Love you, Howard. For the second year in a row, the award show that celebrates the worst in cinema has had to apologize. I told you about the story earlier in the week. The Razzie says that they're now sorry for nominating Ryan Kira Armstrong for Worst Actress. She's 12 years old. The Razzies faced a barrage of criticism after they revealed they nominated her. Now their founder says that her name will be removed from the ballot, and then from now on, you have to be 18 or older to be eligible for the horrible award. Ryan stars in the remake of Firestarter. Remember the movie with Drew Barrymore? Last year, so they apologized this year. Last year, they had to apologize after they dedicated an entire category to Bruce Willis. And then they learned he had a cognitive disorder. So it was like, yeah, we can't do that. Look, I made light of it this week. If my joke went a little too far, I turned it into a joke about kids. But I don't like that.
Right.
I mean, it's hard enough to be a kid, and like a quote unquote normal kid. I don't, 12 years old is horrible.
12-year-old
12
girl.
is horrible.
Oh,
You know what I mean?
hated it.
And then you're dealing with fame, and then you're being ridiculed. I get it. I even take back my little joke that I made on Monday. Don't do that to the kids.
Well, and the Bruce Willis piece aside, last year they didn't know. I'm not excusing it. They didn't know that this was going on with him. This time they knew she was 12.
Yeah, good
So
point.
It's like, okay.
That's a good point.
Right.
You look nice today, by the way.
Why, thank you. Thank you. Is this because you didn't bring me cake? Are you being extra nice?
I'm trying to make up for it. I'm trying to
Butter
make
me
up for
up.
the fact that I didn't bring her cake.
It's working.
Yeah, I like your earrings.
Thank you so much.
You're welcome.
It's working.
We have a lot more to come. Go get some more coffee and some coconut cake. We'll be back after this. I like your dress. You look very nice. Beautiful shot there. Our photographer, Eric. Welcome back. Hope you're having a good day. Eddie Murphy. Love Eddie Murphy. Anyway, was on Kimmel last night. And he chatted about our mutual friend, Arsenio Hall. That, my dears, is our late night rewind.
I heard you never go to Arsenio's house. Is that true?
I've never been to his house.
You've never been to Arsenio's
Been to
house?
his house once in 40 years.
How many times has he been to your house? Just a random guess.
He was at the house the other day.
Like thousands of times?
Thousands of times. He's very mysterious. We actually call him Mysterios.
He's mysterious. He doesn't want you at his house?
No, he's just mysterious. Arsenio pops up, and then you'll be like, he's around, and be, hey, where'd Arsenio go? Oh, he left. He doesn't say goodbye. He just pops in and pops out. He's very mysterious.
Do me a
man.
favor, on the way home, just stop by and pound on the door and give him a real scare.
I don't know where his house is.
It was such a good interview. I have a little bit more for you. I don't know if you all have a friend like that in your life or a person. I do. My friend, I referenced her on the show. She's one of my she's the best. Haley. She lived here for 3 years. She was actually an executive producer here, and she's lived in LA for a decade. She lived here for 3 years. We did everything together, and I do mean if I went somewhere, Haley just went. It wasn't even a question.
Yeah.
She was at my house all the time. I never saw her apartment once in 3 years, and I'm not joking. That is not a joke. That's not
weird.
hyperbole. I never saw her apartment once,
That's so odd.
and she was at my condo hundreds of times.
Was she like a hoarder or something? I don't know. Like, what? Why wouldn't she bring you there? I don't know.
She had a
Why
rare,
else would
she had a
bring you
rare
there?
parakeet collection. I don't know.
I don't
Yeah.
know. Like,
As I said, more Eddie for you. He shared a lot of stories. It was so good, including, y'all, this is so funny, including what it was like visiting Michael Jackson's house one time for dinner. Look.
Did you ever get to meet Bubbles, the chimp?
Yeah, I met Bubbles, but Bubbles, he had Bubbles, and Michael had like a real zoo at his house, and with a big zoo with giraffes, and he had a facility, a thing that was so big that giraffes was walking around and like, ugh. It was huge. And Bubbles had gotten too old. Bubbles was in the cage, like tripping, like, ah! And Mike was like, don't go near the cage. And we had dinner, though. They brought the trainer, brought the chimps in, and they were running around while we were eating dinner, running under the table. It was surreal.
So,
Eddie does. Even when Eddie was on SNL, he did a great Michael Jackson. He does so. They were legit friends. They were real friends, but oh, I love Eddie Murphy.
It's like a real life Dr. Dolittle.
It kind of.
He was. I mean, he was Dr. Dolittle.
He was.
Inspiration. Just go to Michael's house.
Eddie's making the rounds. He's promoting an upcoming movie called You People with, well, she was on, we talked about her yesterday, Julia Louis-Dreyfus. By the way, if you want to watch it, it hits.
He's abusing me.
Did that hit her?
Yes.
Did that hit her? Did I hit you?
Yes, it's abuse.
Oh, I'm sorry. First I don't give you a cake, and now I hit you. I throw pencils at
I'm
you.
going to Florida, people. I'm
That's
leaving.
right. She doesn't care. She's out of here tomorrow. Our hot dish now continues with our insider to the stars. I've never thrown anything at him. Please welcome from the Hollywood Raw podcast, Dax Holt. Hi, Dax.
Good morning. You guys look like you're having some fun over there.
Well, no, it's a violent day here on the Jason Show. Yeah. Who was on the show this week?
We had a photographer named Trevor John Wayne. Used to work at TMZ for many, many years with me. Really fun guy. We actually had him on, I don't know, maybe 2 months ago, something like that. He just had amazing stories, and we're like, we haven't even touched the tip of the iceberg with him, so we invited him back. He was the one that dated Aubrey O'Day. Do you remember us talking about that?
Yes.
Okay, so we had him come back because we were like, we know that's not the only celebrity that you've had kind of like a run-in with, and he started to tell us all these stories about celebs that he's either dated or really messed up big time during the whole pickup session, one of them being Miley Cyrus. And he said, you know, it was just this random encounter I had with her at a sushi bar here in Los Angeles. He said, I sat down, I noticed that Miley and her friends started talking about me, and she started whispering how cute he was. And then he went over, he approached her, he goes, this is my opportunity. Miley's single, I'm single, let's make this happen. And he went over there, started talking, and he said the dumbest thing ever, to which she said, you can go now, sit back at your table.
What?
It's so good. It's so good. Not only that, he also had a messed up opportunity with Lindsay Lohan. He ran into her at Bootsy Bellows. See, Trevor just is kind of one of those guys that was out in the nightlife, cruising around, and just has such a fun, big personality. Runs into Lindsay, compliments her. She immediately is like, all right, let's hang out. Takes him up to the DJ booth. And this time, it was a friend of his that said something really stupid, and she hightailed it out of the club.
Dax,
you gotta listen to the full story, because if I say it, I'm gonna ruin the punchline for it. You gotta go listen to what happened and why it got messed up so poorly.
Hollywood Raw, search for it in and out. Dax, generally speaking, in all of your years of this and TMZ, I just thought of this question. Do you ever remember hearing from any of the paparazzi, from any of the photographers that you've ever worked with, of hearing them hooking up with any stars?
Yeah, Trevor did.
I mean, other than that,
TMZ. No, there was definitely other people that were hooking up with celebs or famous people or adult film stars. I mean, we kind of had it all there going on.
Wow. You just threw out some porn right there. That's a bit, wow, okay, it's a little early in the morning for that.
I said adult film stars.
No,
you threw out the P word.
Oh, I'm sorry, Dax. Adult film star.
I was trying to keep it super G for the audience.
Thank you. Are we keeping the facial hair, Dax? I'm liking the facial hair.
I'm having fun. I've never really had facial hair, so I'm enjoying petting myself.
I'm not going to say it. There's a joke there, but we're just going to end this interview. Dax Holt, everybody. Go search for Hollywood Raw. Hit that subscribe button. Give him a 5-star. I want it. Oh, God, the joke is right there. Anyway, next in the dish, J-Lo's new movie, Shotgun Wedding, debuts tomorrow. debuts tomorrow on Prime Video. She stars opposite Josh Duhamel. Now, we have some early reviews, but before we get to those, here's, if you don't know what the movie is, here's a little clip from the trailer.
The strands in your eyes, they color them one.
I've been looking forward to this moment ever since baby Tommy was cut out of my abdomen.
Cheers, everybody! Emeralds from mountains, frost from the sky, never revealing their depth.
It's time.
To the pool! Now!
There were pirates, and they took everybody hostage.
Where is the father of the bride?
Robert, they're calling you.
Thanks a lot, Carol.
Here's the plan. We're gonna head to the next island for help. On my count, 10, 9.
Why are you counting from 10? What is this, a rocket launch?
Okay, fine. On 4. This weekend hasn't exactly gone to plan.
Pirates chasing you wasn't on your vision board.
You were the only thing on my vision board.
Is that blood?
No. Audience, don't clap for that one. Don't, no. Shotgun Wedding features J-Lo and Josh squaring off against pirates. I can't even finish that. They're going up against pirates, everybody. It hits Prime Video tomorrow. It's early Rotten Tomato score, 37%. That's not good. Ted and Jeff found some great reviews. They're pouring in for the movie. The Associated Press says, even J-Lo can't save this shotgun wedding. Yeah. The Boston Globe calls it something old, nothing new, 2 stars. But AV Club wasn't totally down on the movie, saying Jennifer Lopez retains her rom-com crown despite some misfires. Okay. That's not... Are you going to watch this?
I love J-Lo.
I know you do.
I really love J-Lo.
That's why I'm asking you.
Yeah,
I know you love her.
like, I'll be bored one night and be like, oh yeah, there's that J-Lo rom-com.
And we all noticed here in the studio, did you notice? They're really capitalizing on the White Lotus and Jennifer Coolidge.
Yeah.
Because the first person you saw basically wasn't J-Lo, it was Jennifer Coolidge.
Right.
She was all over the place, and she's probably in it for like 4 minutes.
Probably.
Yeah.
Yeah, and Josh Duhamel's super cute. So.
No, it's nothing against the stars, but when why would you do this movie? You open up the script and you're going, pirates? You know, it was supposed to be, Army Hammer. Oh, this is the movie remember, this is supposed to be Army Hammer.
Oh, I forgot about that.
And then he decided to start biting people. It just, yeah.
Toes and stuff.
I'm sorry, allegedly.
He
allegedly started biting people.
Allegedly wanted to eat someone's toes, allegedly.
Yes, that's right. Allegedly. Next in the dish, the great Netflix crackdown of 2023 is almost here. The streamer says, we warned you about this. Here it is, though. It's going to roll out its paid account sharing enforcement by the end of March. Mom, get ready. Dar, get ready. They estimate some 100 million households share accounts, which undermines their ability to make money. It's unclear how much the cost to add someone to your account will be. But in some test runs in Latin America, they were charging like $2 to $3 a month. Yeah. Okay. My mom's worth more. I'm not going to cancel.
My mom is worth more than $2 to $3 a month.
No. I'm saying I'm not.
Yeah.
Because can you imagine how awful that would be if I'm like, delete profile?
I just love how they're like, it hurts our ability to make money. I'm like, y'all are like bajillionaires. Calm down.
I'm going to play devil's advocate. I actually get it. No. We can't have it both ways. We can't want new stuff from Netflix.
Yeah.
They have to pay for it somehow. You know what I mean? We can't complain, there's nothing on Netflix.
Take it from Stranger Things. They make all the money. That's great. They make them so much money. There's no way they don't have enough money.
Those kids don't make anything.
No, not the people.
Oh.
The people in charge of Netflix, the big wig people that you have to wave to that come down from the tower.
I get it. I got a text. I thought it was my mom already, like yelling at me. No.
Jason, don't you dare.
Don't you dare take me off of Disney, Paramount Plus, Netflix, YouTube TV. I love my mom. We'll be right back. Stay with us, everyone. Back in a moment. Coming up, we're heading in the kitchen with one of our favorites. Chef Yi Vang is here with a preview of his new project. And perfect timing because we get to celebrate some big news with him. And get ready to feel really old as we have some fun with movies and music that are turning 30 in 2023. The Jason Show. We'll be right back. Welcome back. Well, our next guest is one of the hottest chefs in the Twin Cities. Dare I say, I'm going to say it, I think in the country. So there, I said it, yeah. I'm biased, but whatever. And now he has a new pop-up restaurant in Minneapolis. Give it for our friend, the great Yi Vang, everyone. Okay, now, we're going to cook, my friend, but we're going to start. I saw your booking, and I thought, oh, this is a good timing because you're looking, this man right here, this man is a semifinalist for the James Beard Award, the Oscars of the food world for Best Chef Midwest. This, explain to the folks, I say it's the Oscars of the food world. What does this mean to you?
Yeah, it means a lot. I mean, it's really cool. You know, last year, our, Union Bun Kitchen was a semifinalist for Best New Restaurant. This year, last year we had, I got the opportunity to make it to the finalists, go down to Chicago and everything. And it's pretty crazy because, like I'm a cook, right? And you get down there and there's like a whole red carpet deal. And I had to put on like a clean shirt and everything. It was weird because it's like you go down, people are interviewing. It's like your world, man. It's your world. And I'm just like sitting there. I'm like, hi. And, so I don't know.
What did you wear, buddy? What did you?
There's this place called the Suit Shop, and I had like order a suit, and they sent it early, and it was weird, bro. Like it was really weird. I was like, I had to find matching shoes, and I don't even know what that was. And I was at Payless. No joke, I was at Payless, and I'm like, I think this works, I don't know.
You had to find matching shoes.
Oh, it was tough. It was tough.
It means, for you, look, you have your fame, you're skyrocketing anyway, but this matters, doesn't it? I mean, it really can take you from here to here.
It does. It's a great honor. There's a huge group, and like even from here, from the Twin Cities, we have Anna Med, we have Christina Nguyen, and so we have all these other chefs that are coming from this area too. So that's, for that nomination. So it's amazing. Last year was incredible in the finalist stage with like Sean Sherman, Jorge Guzman. So like it was.
And Kim won it a few years.
Kim won it
and our good friend Ann, she won it years ago and a couple years ago, yeah.
So, like Minneapolis always shows up strong. And
always.
It's been a really great honor to be on that same platform.
Absolutely. Yeah, you mentioned Chef Ann Ahmed. I want to say she's the one. Everyone remember that pineapple fried rice that I went nuts for? That's hers. That's hers. She's up there. Okay, let's talk about Slurp.
Yeah.
Okay, I always go, I want to be in the meeting when blank.
Oh, yeah.
I want to be in the meeting when you guys, I don't know if it was just, let's call it Slurp.
Yeah.
Who came up with that name?
So, actually I did, because for a couple of reasons. One, it's like, let's see if we can get away with this. Two, what you and Dax were talking about before.
I get it. Yeah.
And then two, it's this. It's, one of the things is I've had noodles with like my Hmong friends, Hmong family, and then with like my white friends,
Yeah.
And a lot of more of the Norwegian, Swiss friends that I've had noodles with, they're very petite about it. They're like, and we always joke, you can always tell when it's a Hmong person who had some noodles or like white people who had noodles, because like everything's kind of left there, like the broth is still there. But if you go to a Hmong household, and especially like the Hmong grandmas, and when they're eating, I mean, they're slurping. They're kind of got that crouch, they're going at it. And if you go to my house and we're having this, it's like you don't really talk. It's not a conversation.
No, yeah.
You're just like kind of hovering over it.
It's so funny. I was just in a Morigami udon in Oahu. It's one of my favorite meals, and you're absolutely right.
Yes.
I watch people, and you're right. some people were very quiet, and then others, you could hear them from 4 booths away.
And in our culture, that's really normal. Like that's what
it's a compliment, isn't it?
Yeah,
It really, yeah.
Yeah, Japanese culture, especially with ramen, it's a compliment. In our culture, I mean, my mom would literally be like, "Why are you guys talking right now?" You know, like stop talking and just eat, and you just kind of like just do your thing there, you know.
Well, now we're going to take a break in a minute, but let's set us up. What are we making on the other side of the break?
Yeah, so we have our pork and greens noodles. So it's our mustard green, and we have some braised pork in there, and then we have this really incredible pork broth.
We're going to make that. Now, I should say, we mentioned Slurp, but where is it?
Yeah, so it's on Lake and Bryant, right in Uptown. It's where the old Moochies used to be. So it's our commissary kitchen, and we have a little dining area. So we decided, hey, you know what? Let's just set it up and let's have some fun here. And then it's going to be a pop-up all the way through the end of March. And then after that, we're going to change the concept. We're still going to be there. We have a different concept we're going to throw in.
We're
excited.
Oh, so Slurp is temporary?
Until the end of March. Yeah. Oh, there's so many other jokes there too.
There are, yes. We're going to be cooking when we come back. Back in a moment. Stay with us. Oh, that's a great idea. Welcome back. We're here with Chef Yia Bang. Okay, let me repeat it. Slurp, new pop-up concept. Westlake Street, Uptown, old Moochies Italian, opened. When is it opening?
So, it's already open.
Open now.
Yep. And we do lunch, so it starts at 11 in the morning, or 11 a.m. 11 in the morning.
Right after our show, so watch the show and go. Yeah.
And then on Fridays and Saturdays, we're open till 8.
Perfect.
PM, so we'll go all through the evening.
Okay, what are we making now?
So growing up, the most iconic Hmong dish is braised pork neck and mustard green. And so what we really wanted to do, like if you go to any Hmong house, like they always have that, going up there. And so the dish itself only has 4 ingredients. It's, pork neck, mustard greens, lemongrass, and then water. And
That's it.
Yeah, and it's the most iconic. Every Hmong family, every Hmong kid you talk to, that is like the flavor we know. So one of our chefs, who's Hmong, he said, hey, look, I have an idea. So we put this idea together where the base of this is that. The broth is braised pork, and then we put mustard green in it, because Hmong mustard greens actually taste like a cross between spinach and arugula. And so it's a very different, it's a very different kind of mustard green taste, and it gives it a little bite. And that bite and that sharpness cuts through the pork fat. So we braise this pork bone, this pork fat for about 24 hours. So we get this incredible broth, and we put a little bit of tamari in there to give it a little saltiness and a little bit of sugar. And so now we have these. Now we're using we're using.
I'm so ready for lunch. So this is so.
Yep. So we got the mustard green in here. We got a little bit of onion. We got some. We got some jalapenos, and then the noodles we use the thick noodles. 3 C's thick.
Thank you.
You know what I'm talking about?
Yes, I get it. Yeah. I love those.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. So we have this broth, and then I'm
Let's
just gonna, pour the broth right over here.
Kendall, you didn't get a cake. You want some broth? You want to come in here?
So.
Oh, that's right. She can't eat that. I know. She's just eating veggies this month. It's veggie January or something.
Yeah.
I don't know. Yeah.
Pork is veggies.
Thank you. Yes.
It's meat veggies.
That's right. Yes.
And then we have a little bit of. I like a lot of herbs
when
I'm doing this, and then got chopsticks and then.
Okay,
grab yours right there.
Yeah, right there.
And then what I do is I like to just really mix it in.
Do you mix it in? Okay, I was going to ask.
You just mix it in.
Oh my God. I have the best job in the world. I really,
and the
really
first
do.
thing I tell people to do is it's a little warm here. The first thing you do is you just get that broth, right?
Yeah, that's what I'm going right for the broth.
That broth is my childhood right there. That's my childhood, right? And then grab your chopsticks. And a lot of people, I tell people you can just bring the bowl right up if you want. You can slurp it there. You can go to the bowl. You can bring the bowl to you. Do your thing.
Oh, I got to talk more. I'm sorry. Yeah. Oh, this is. Oh, yeah. You've made a lot of stuff on the show. Mm-hmm. I think this is my favorite. I think this is my favorite thing. Oh, this is.
Thank you.
That broth.
Yep.
I don't know if I've ever had a pork broth.
Yeah.
I don't think I ever have.
And you know what's really incredible, and when you
Please
guys
talk so I can eat more.
Yeah, no problem. Like what's really, really incredible is the sharpness of the mustard green cuts through that fat of the broth.
Is
Like,
that what that is?
Yep.
There is a sharpness to
That's
this.
from the mustard green. And so one of the things we really, really talk about is the fact that in Hmong culture and Hmong food, pork fat is a flavoring. That's part of the ingredients, you know? It's so rich, you know? It's like the Netflix rich, as Kendall was saying. You know?
Oh my God, yeah.
Bazillionaires, you know?
Oh, I just want to bathe in that. That is...
Yeah. When we make it, it's this
Like
huge
that?
cauldron. Yeah, you can bathe in it. Yeah. We see you there more mornings scrubbing
Then we'll
yourself.
shoot a movie and then Dax Holt can watch it. Yeah, there we go. Give it up for Yia, everybody. Check out Slurp by visiting hilltribemn.com/slurp and then follow Yia on social media. I'm going to eat this. You're going to watch this. We'll be right back. Stay with us. Oh, my God, Yia. This really is my favorite thing. Welcome back. Welcome back. Seriously. I know I can exaggerate things to make you laugh. I can overblow things. That soup is, I had Aaron drink it. I had people who, I went to another station and had people drink it during that commercial break. I went to WCCO and had people drink that soup. Go get that soup. Okay, here we go. Let me move on. So we can finish the show and I can go back to the soup. Last week, we flashed back to 1993 to look at pop culture trends turning 30. 30. That's right. Today, it's all about movies and music turning 30 on this Throwback Thursday. Here we go. Kicking it off, of course, with our Prince. Prince, his song 7 was released in 1993. I know. This doesn't seem like that long ago, everyone. It really does not. 7 isn't the only song recorded in Minnesota that became an international hit. Remember this? Best Janet era. Jace, this one's for you. Janet Jackson's That's the Way the Love Goes. That's the Way Love Goes became a mega hit. Not a hit, a mega hit, topping the Billboard Hot 100 for 8 weeks in 93. And by the way, it was recorded right here, down the road from where we are right now at Flight Time Studios in Edina, Minnesota. 1993 was a banner year for one music diva. Yes! Yes! Quite literally, other than Save the Last Dance, this is my favorite song of all time. Whitney Houston hit it big with The Bodyguard and The Bodyguard soundtrack. This was one of like 1,000 hits from that album. This is, of course, a remake from Chaka Khan. Chaka did the original. She even appears on this track in one of my favorite parts. Chaka Khan, comes up, yeah. I am not kidding. When I go for a little run around the river in the summer and spring, I always start with that song. Exactly, that's what I do. So if you ever see me jogging around and I'm singing I'm Every Woman, don't laugh. Okay, another song turning 30, one of the ultimate power ballads.
I would do anything for love. Oh, I would do anything for love. I would do anything for love, but I won't do that.
Holy adult film. Look at that. Racy for the time. That's I'd Do Anything for Love by the late Meatloaf, which hit #1 in 28 countries. Yeah. I danced to that a few times.
Is that the 8-minute song? Is that a really long song?
I think it was 8 minutes.
Yeah,
wasn't it,
it's
Jeff?
really long,
That's a really
right?
long one. Yeah.
Okay.
Like if we let this play right now,
It would take us
Fox 9 News at 9 will eventually come on. Yeah. Turning to movies, 1993 was huge. I remember it very well. It was the year we all went to Welcome to Jurassic Park. There's also a comedy classic turning 30 this year.
Miss Helen? The water's boiling. Hello! Ah!
Oh, I'm sorry to frighten you, dear. I must look like a yeti in this getup.
The best. Who can forget the late, great Robin Williams as Mrs. Doubtfire? Oh, it's a drive-by fruiting. Yeah. I love it so much. A sequel in 1993 featured a future music star. Watch this. That is a young Lauryn Hill in Sister Act 2 with Whoopi. By the way, this movie is like a millennial catnip, seriously. Whoopi confirmed last year that a third movie is in the works.
Mm-hmm.
I know a lot of people, especially millennials, that love part 2 more than part 1. It is such a touchstone for the, well, not you're a little young.
A little young. I
little
haven't seen 2.
Yeah, it's so good. Finally, a movie scene everyone alive in the 90s remembers. Free Willy. Look, Free Willy!
Free Willy!
Jump, whale, jump! Free Willy was a big hit about an orphan boy who becomes friends with a captive orca whale, eventually helping the whale jump over an unusually large rock, returning.
So good.
Returning to the ocean and his ocean friends. That's right. And now it looked so real at the time, now it literally looks like something photographer Eric made as a joke. You know what I mean?
I cried when I watched that
I know.
movie.
Other movies turning 30. Oh, my favorite Disney movie, Lion King, and this year Aladdin turns 30. A Few Good Men, Home Alone 2, and Hocus Pocus all turned 30.
That's some catnip.
It was a good year. I think Sleepless in Seattle turns 32, right? Yeah. I worked in a movie theater this year, so I know all of those. Yeah. We'll be right back. Back in a moment. It was a good year, girl. Welcome back. Thank you so much for watching each and every day. It's time for the world's shortest segment. Hi. It's your chance to watch our show, hey, in person. Be sure, now we have a new system. We love it. It's easy. Be sure to sign up and get tickets to be in our studio audience. It's free. We are not charging you, believe me. We make it easy. Now you can get tickets on Eventbrite.com. Eventbrite.com. Just search for The Jason Show, and then you'll see a list of dates. Sign up for the date you want. You're in by 9:30 and you're out by 11:15. And Kendall, what am I going to say right now?
Only sign up for days you can actually come.
Yes. On behalf of Aaron Schwab and all of us, if you sign up, make sure you come. We'll be right back. Back in a moment.
Little parrot.
Don't sign up. Oh, Leo. Welcome back. It is time for the surprise goodbye. You know how this works. I don't know what's in this segment until I read it live on the air right now. Today, an unexpected delivery during a college basketball game last night. Minutes into the second half of the Loyola, I'm from there, I don't even know, Chicago and Duquesne game, officials had to stop the clock when a delivery guy walked on the court. He was carrying a McDonald's bag and a large soda. Apparently, someone working on the video board ordered delivery during the game. It's not clear why the guy walked right onto the court. Oh my, there he is! Anybody Anybody order a Big Mac? Anybody?
Like what?
Oh my goodness.
Like right where they were playing too. They weren't even on the
that.
other end of the court.
What?
Oh my God, idiots. Aaron's here at the special delivery.
Do you have McDonald's
Special
for us?
delivery? McChicken?
You have McDonald's? Hey, by the way, everyone, Aaron Schwab has a show this weekend. Tomorrow on the show, the fly. That's the. Aaron, you look creepy. The Fly Girl's back with different ways to style a hoodie. Go out there and be yourself because nobody can tell you're doing it wrong. Bye, everybody. Let's get you out of here.
Okay.